Hey, welcome back. Another day, another vlog. Yeah, what can I say? Big day. Big day today. Had a great day out, went off to Kings Park with Jack and my sister, so she doesn't get to see much, so that was pretty cool. We run around. I got a little bit of time to do a little bit of stuff on the new vintage lenses, probably more the 50mm than the macro. I've got to try and get some more time. I think I just need a day where I can sort of set it out and get out there and just do my own thing. It's very hard with Jack, a little 2-year-old, running around to get that sort of sorted. He doesn't like stopping, even just for one photo, sort of. He just goes off and you've got to track him down. So it's sort of, a little bit tricky. Best off just having him here when he's by himself with mum, and I can just shoot out for a day and just do my thing and get it all sorted. So hopefully I can find a day to do that. Sort of a bit tricky this break, but we'll try and get that done. If not, I'll probably do it from camp. I've got plenty of spots out in the hills that I've found in the last couple of weeks that I can get plenty of stuff done on it to show off these lenses. I've got a fair bit there of obviously King Park and a few other things I've looked at. Even used the macro on some of Jack's toys today, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, starting to get a little bit of a thing there, so I've got enough work, I guess, to show you guys what they can and can't do. So ongoing process, but pretty happy about it. Google, big news, Google. Fitbit, the wrist wearables. You've got Google's got the Google watches. Both of them have really struggled, I guess, individually against Apple. Apple's watches, which I own. Even the first series was better than pretty much all the Googles that we've got now. And the current series, from series 3 onwards, once it got waterproof, that was pretty much the end of anything else trying to beat it. They've got everything in there. You've got all the apps, all the sports apps. It's waterproof, connects to your phone. If you need to make calls or have that emergency, you can have eSIM in it in Australia, which will let you make phone calls or receive phone calls while you're out running. More so, the best thing about it, I found, as the owner of a Series 3, was being able to run, have your music, and if you do have the cloud, unfortunately, which is pretty much useless, the cloud in Australia. That's what I think a lot of people, especially Apple, forget about these other countries, that the internet's that crap, you can't really use the cloud. But it was sort of handy to connect to my Apple Music when I did have it before I cancelled it, because and that was a bit of a scam as it was in itself. Apple Music, you paid the $10 a month, and I've done it for a couple of years, so that's $240, but I didn't own one of the songs. So as soon as I cancelled, I lost all that music. So yeah, I guess a hot tip on that one is, if you do have those streaming services, just remember, if you ever change or leave, they're gone forever. So all the music I had in my list just disappeared. It was like that new movie yesterday about the Beatles, that guy. So yeah, very much like that, so just be aware of that. But it was good, having that ability to just go for a run and not have to take a poxy phone with you. No matter what size phone you got, they're a pain in the ass when you go for a run or you're doing sport. But if you could have your headphones in and have a watch on and do pretty much most things, golf, whatever you want, and chill out. So Apple had led the way. Well, the big news is today, Google's bought our Fitbit, $2.1 billion US. That's $15.6 trillion Australian. So yeah, huge news. So Google and Fitbit, you got a sports wearable combined with a massive watch and tech company. It's gonna be huge. I can't wait to see what they come up with. It's gonna be definitely the #1 alternative to Apple Watch. It's gonna be the main competition. Obviously, it's just gonna be, again, what ecosystem you want to use. It's going to be Google or Apple, whatever you want to do. So I guess what it will do is, anyone on the Google side of the fence, on the Android side of the fence, this is pretty much going to be the number one option. This is going to be your Apple Watch. No more cheapo crap ones, your different bits and pieces from AliExpress and all that rubbish. This will be your number one option, and then if you're an Apple user, you'll go the Apple Watch. So it'll be the two different sides of the fence, I guess. But yeah, going to be huge. I'm sure they'll come out with a massive amount of watches and features and stuff like that. I guess the biggest question is if they can make it then compatible to iOS devices, so that'll be something to see. But huge news, 2.1 billion. Apparently Facebook was in the market for it, but they only were around the $1 billion mark, so nowhere near close. So yeah, Google, just turn the music down just a touch. Might be a bit loud for you. There you go, a little bit more cozy for the family. US government, that's next. DJI products. We all know about China, US, the ongoing issues. They talked about spying and stuff like that. Well, DJI products, their drones are through, they use them all through, I guess, what do you call them? National parks, wildlife foundations, all that run by the government, all those sort of things. 900 different agencies or something they were saying. They all use them. They've grounded the whole fleet. Not letting them use them anymore because of concerns of spying by the Chinese government, which is, who knows, but it's a huge deal to DJI. Obviously, when you're talking, when you get a government contract as a business owner, it's an amazing thing getting that government contract because it gives you that solid, steady money flow coming in. So you get a group of new products, well then the old products just basically disappear, new products get absorbed, and that money keeps flowing through. Can keep your business going as a small business owner. If you get a government contract or a council contract or something like that, it's an amazing thing, and it's enough to keep your business afloat, and then for you to tackle the other private ones where you can get some, maybe I guess take the cream, you get your coffee and then you get your cream on top. So yeah, huge deal. 8 to 900, I think it was 8 to 900 drones they were talking about. So that's a lot of coin. It's a lot of market share for DJI, and obviously it'd be concerning for them with this ongoing issue of China and what if they are or are not, or what they are spying on. So US government not taking any chances. They've shut them down completely. That's the end of DJI for any US government department. So yeah, huge news in the drone world. Speaking of things, probably the next biggest one and the last one we'll talk about is YouTube pscore. A couple of insiders have gone through all the code and they found in the code the actual pscore, which is basically what, from my understanding, what dictates where YouTube ranks you. So you get basically a score, and I'm talking into the decimal places up to 5 decimal places. That's how much they're breaking it down, and it sets up the algorithm to pick you up and promote you, I guess, if you're in the higher categories. So if you're a small channel like myself, so I'm obviously going to be a low score. If I've got a crappy production value, swear and curse and all that sort of stuff, all these things affect what the big advertisers want. So they're looking constantly at ways to obviously improve that and give their customers what they want, which is the advertisers. That's who they work for, Google. We get a free platform. They work for advertisers. Advertisers pay for it. Blah 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 blah. That's how life works. You don't get nothing for free. You can't just get on here and make a channel and expect it to be free forever. That was never going to happen. I'm definitely aware of that situation. I try as much as I can, especially being a Darwin boy and a diesel mechanic, where we speak our language as a diesel mechanic is pretty much F and C and all the bad words you can imagine. That's how we talk. That's our life. we understand it, no one gets offended by it, but other people don't. So I guess you've got to, when you're on a public forum, you need to sort of, I guess, I think it's more so just be polite and just, you don't have to be an idiot and come along and just drop it all and get all that and be all macho and I'm this and that. It's not. I don't think it's about changing who you are and what you're about, because if that's who you're about, no one's really going to want to listen to your message anyway. So yeah, you're pretty much going to get lost in the void. So it is a big deal that they do it and how they do it, and I think the biggest deal about it is they're not open about it. The biggest problem any big company has is when they change stuff, and I work for a big company, is they never tell you. Everything's secret squirrel. It's like, oh my God, like it's not the fact that you're lying to us, it's the fact that you just refuse to tell us the truth. And Google, I think, is a victim of that same circumstance, of that big company issue where they're too scared to tell anyone anything because they foresee anything could be a possible data breach or something that could affect their company, and they're that scared about losing their money and rank that they don't progress, and they don't, and it ends up being their downfall. And I think it's in the mining industry. I'm sure I know it's exactly the same. They're all too scared that iron ore is something that just ain't something anyone wants to steal. No one cares. It's not diamonds, not gold. It's friggin' steel. Everyone knows how to make steel. It's not like a trade secret. It's not hard. There's no data or information that's going to make anyone else's business any better. Everyone knows the same thing. Everyone has worked at 3 or 4 different companies in this trade. It's not like no one's worked for someone else. Oh my God. As soon as someone else goes to a different company, they're going to take everything they know and tell them how to do it. So, and I think that's the same as Google. Google's got that, oh my God, we can't let anyone know what we're doing, how we do this. If they see that, oh my God. Just be honest, Google. Just come out and say, look, this is how it is. We've got to get out. We've got to make our customers happy. We're going to rank you all at a score. It's up to you how you get up to your ranking. This is it. Yeah, if you want to get better, well, that's fine. Here's the name of the game. Go for it. And how bad is it to have a game where you're going to get everyone to stop swearing or make better content or whatever so that they're number one? Of course it's going to make the thing better. And that's the thing Google can't see. They're playing secret squirrel, and realistically, if they're open and honest, it would make the platform so much better. And why wouldn't you? If you know this, if you don't know the system, how can you get better? If you don't know the rules, it's like someone that gets caught for speeding or gets caught for that couple that got done in Turkey. We talked about it. Is it Turkey or Syria? You got done for flying a drone, locked up for life. If you don't know the rules, how can you abide by them and make it better? If you know the rules and you're open, honest, when you walk through the airport, hey guys, here's a book, here's all the things, whatever you do, what are you up to? Definitely. Hey look, yeah, don't go flying drones, don't do this, don't do that, you'll be in jail, blah blah blah. So I think it's honesty, and I think my mum taught me this, probably was the best one about teaching me this. You never can get hurt by being open and honest. And if you do, well then it's the other people that are getting hurt, it's not you. Don't let it change it. Just be open and honest. Whatever happens, happens. But if you're honest, well then what more could you want? And that's what companies do not do. And they are absolute crap at it. So yeah, so big news. There's a lot of people talking about this. It's going to be a big subject for a while. Obviously, it affects a lot of guys that are monetized. It's a big business now, YouTube and the creator business. These guys have companies run. They've got people to support, all sorts of stuff like that. So it is a big deal to them. So it's very important. And I think Google and YouTube need to come out and get this and button this up. And just come out and be open and honest and tell everyone what it is, how it works, and what they require. if they do that, well then no one's going to excuse to not providing that, and that's on them. They make the decision then, which is what it's all about. That's what freedom and choice is all about. Here it is. If you want to be part of it, if you don't, see you later. And that's about it. Baseball tomorrow. Got to catch up with some family, so it's pretty cool. Poor old Jack had a big day today. He's a little bit sick tonight, so he's crashed out. Poor little fella. He had a great day. He had a ball running around, rolling down the grass hills. Just a little freak. Had a ball. Love him to death. Can't wait to get more days with him. Like a week with him at home is no good. Hopefully soon I'll have paternity leave, so I've got about 5-6 months coming up. I'll have off, so I'm going to be smashing out videos from end of January onwards. So I'm sort of planning towards that now and how I want to get there, and these new lenses are part of that process. So all good, happy days, lovely Saturday. Hope you've had a great Saturday. I'll see you all again tomorrow for some more news and what's going on in the world. Anyway, that's it from me. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whether you're out having dinner, having a drink, don't drink and drive, stay safe, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for popping by, and we appreciate you. See you guys. Bye.